guys, welcome or welcome back again to another GC video. How are you guys doing? I know you are doing absolutely fantastic, just as I am doing. Well, in today's video, your internet system, I'm going to be giving you an information that will take you or will put you or will keep you out of trouble. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Becca. Hi, hello, welcome to my family. On this channel, basically I create content about nursing and new lifestyle videos. I'm a UK based content creator, and yes, you are welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 things that can take you to court in the UK. Yes, you heard me. 7 things. These are just examples of things that can take you to court in the UK. You know what we said, that when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do, and ignorance of the law is not an excuse. You might not know that these things will put you into trouble, because if you don't know, you do not know. But guess what? If the law catches up with you, you cannot say that I didn't know, because that will not be an excuse. And I'm doing this video because recently one of my friends received a summons to court. Yeah? So this is a court sermon that he received to be taken to court, to be dragged to court. And you are wondering, what can somebody do to take them to court? This is not the Crown Court. This is not the Supreme Court. This is called the single justice procedure courts, or the magistrate court, that do not really deal with major offenses. They are minor offenses. However, the stress that you are going to be going through, you know, in this UK, you can be in problem, you can be under investigation without even knowing that you are under investigation. By the time you are served a notice that you are under investigation, it would have been too late for you to justify anything. You only have to plead guilty or not guilty. And if you plead not guilty, the process is going to be dragged until they bring out every evidence to show that you are guilty. So the only thing you have to do is to plead guilty and face any consequences, which is usually a fine that you will be fined, and you know, etc, etc. This is not to cause any fear or panic. This is just to tell you that stay clear out of trouble and do not do these things that will take you to court. Number 1 of them is to watch TV without paying your TV license. Right? We all know that back in our countries, a lot of countries, you don't have to pay TV license to watch TV. But in the UK, it is illegal. It is illegal to put on a television to watch TV, especially to stream live, you know, channels without paying your due TV license. And I'm wondering, you might ask, how do they know that I'm watching TV or I am streaming without paying TV license? They will know. It may take time, but eventually they will get to know. And when they get to know these things, they tend to serve you a letter of notice. So first of all, they will notify you that this is what we have seen. We are giving you the chance to pay, or we are giving you the chance to do the needful. If you do not answer to these things, then the next thing they do, especially if they have enough proof to show that you are guilty of these things, then they are going to be forwarding you to court. That is where you go and solve your problem. So do not watch a TV, especially streaming live programs, without paying your TV license. The next thing is to take your child out of school, or to not enroll your child in school without any notice to the school authorities. So let's say you brought your child into the UK and you are thinking you want to delay a bit, especially if the child is of school going age, that is above the age of 5 years. You are thinking of waiting a bit to maybe move from where you are to another place, or for whatever reason you haven't put your child in school. Notify the council. Tell them, I've got this child here, but due to ABC, I am not putting the child in school. Then they are notified. You've got your evidence. Or if the child is in school already, do not just take the child out of school to travel with them. It is not done. When I was putting my kids in school, they told me, they made this point clear that you do not take a child out of school without any explanation, not even an emergency. If the emergency does not directly link to the child, leave the child out of it. Deal with your emergency. Do not let this emergency affect the child, especially for us immigrants that are far from home. Maybe something happens at home, like a funeral, death of somebody, something that you need to run home. Don't get the child involved in this unless you have gone through the process of notifying the school, writing them a letter, make it official. Otherwise, if you just take the child out of school, you are going to be in big trouble and you'll be dragged to court because of this. Number 3 is not driving with an appropriate driver's license. We all know, not just the UK, every part of the world, it is inappropriate to drive without a full UK driver's license. Sometimes you are tempted to say that, oh, I know how to drive already and I am here. I can just pick the car and drive, blah, blah, blah. But here, the rules in driving are different. The roads are different. The road signs are quite, different from what maybe you are used to. So you have to go through the process of driving with an appropriate driver's license. Otherwise, if the law catches up with you, with that one, your punishment may be more than just a fine. You can get into bigger trouble. So try to avoid them. The next thing, which is the fourth thing, is to speed, to drive with a speed. You are driving on a road that is written, let's say 30 mph, and you go 35 mph, 36 mph, and the speed camera catches up with you. That is it. The first instance you'll be given the opportunity to do the speed awareness course. I think it happened to me. I have shared it on this channel before. When I oversped, they gave me a notice. They told me, okay, we've given you this notice. You have to do a speed awareness course, which I did. I paid 100 quid to do that speed awareness course. It took about almost 3 hours. I did it, and then peace of mind. If you do not do it, then it's going to be escalated to the next level. Or even if you do the course, but you do that mistake repeatedly, you can't be dragged to court. The next thing is going on a train, failing to show a valid train ticket. So most of the times, you know that the trains do not have a gate. Some of the trains do not have, like, it's not gated. And you are tempted to just, go on the train, especially if you're in a hurry. You want to run, to jump on the train because you're going to be late. My advice is it's better for you to be late wherever you are going than to jump on the train without a valid train ticket. Sometimes you think that nobody has seen you, but now they have this train, I don't know what they call them, the train, they check tickets on the train basically. So when you go on the train, after a while, you know that they'll be coming around to check everybody's ticket, and you have to show your valid train ticket. If you don't have a valid train ticket, that is a big offense. They have every right to take your ID card and to send you a notice, a fine. If they send you that fine and you do not respond to that fine within the time frame that they have, sent you that ticket, you can't be fined or you can't be dragged to court to go and pay a higher fine. When you come to London and you want to use the tram, the trams do not have gates. They don't have anybody checking there. However, there is this contactless payment portal that is there. You have to tap your card to go on the tram. If you do not tap and you get into the tram, that is illegal. It's not allowed. It's highly unacceptable. So try and pay for your train tickets, your tram tickets, every kind of transportation. Anything that's got to do with transportation, try and pay them before you get on that transport system. Next thing is to drive a car without a car insurance, right? So every car you drive in the UK, as far as you're a driver, it doesn't matter even if it's not your car. It's a courtesy car, it's a short-term car, your car's got a breakdown, so they've given you like a shock cover to drive whilst you sort yourself out. It's a friend's car, it's a hired car, whatever car it is, before you jump onto the wheel to drive, you should have a valid insurance as a driver. Otherwise, when you are caught, that one is on another level. You'll be dragged to court. You go and answer there and you'll be fined a higher, something. Let's say, for instance, if you are insured on your car, right? You are not insured on another car, but you want to just use the car to go for like an event quickly, or it's a courtesy car. They've got short-term insurance cover. They've even got 1 hour insurance that you can pay for. You can pay for 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 month insurance to drive that car that you are not insured on. But do not attempt to drive that car without a valid insurance. The last but certainly not the least is to overload a car, to excessively load a car. So let's say you are using a salon car and you are moving houses. I have done it before. When I was moving houses, I used my car to load some of my things. If you are loading your car, do not excessively overload it. Make sure that all your mirrors are visible. You can see all your 3 mirrors. It is illegal to load your car, to make it invisible for the one behind you, not to see through your mirror, to go ahead of you to see what is ahead, especially if there is danger and the person doesn't see. It's not allowed. The police can stop you. And one thing is that maybe you are wondering, oh, the police is not here or whatever. They've got security cameras everywhere. Sometimes they have what we call the unmarked police cars. So there can be a police officer who is using an ordinary car that is not branded as a police car. They've got the cameras in that car which can spot you. So it's not just the security cameras you see on the road. Sometimes the unmarked police cars, they can just park on the shoulder of the road and flash their cameras at you to pick up some of these driving offenses. So don't do them. Stay clear out of them and live your life in peace. I cannot discuss my friend's reason for being dragged to court because the issue is still in court. It has not been dealt with, so it's not something I can talk about. I cannot talk about it unless everything is finished. But these things I've mentioned is one of the reasons why my friend received this police letter, and I just felt like, let me just educate you on it so that we both collectively stay out of trouble, especially in this era that immigrants are being hunted hands down like something. It's just so crazy. So yeah, just stay clear out of trouble and live your enjoyable life, live a peaceful life. And in case you've gone into any of these without knowing and you have been served a court sermon, you can speak to a lawyer if you are in doubt, or you can plead guilty and then face your consequences, which is the ideal thing to do, because once you plead not guilty, they are going to drag and dig deep into things that will put you in more and more trouble. So try and seek an opinion from a lawyer, or yeah, just plead guilty and go through the motion. This is just what I've got to say. Smash the like button for this video, turn your post notification bell icon, subscribe to the channel so that anytime your baby girl uploads a video, you'll be notified and be able to watch. Until we meet again in my next video, guys, it's bye. Bye-bye.